Good morning, traders. It is January 27th, 9:15 a.m., 15 minutes for market open. My name is Max Tradeswell, and let's do the morning market minute. Alrighty, here we have the SPY, and let's see if risk is on to even start with. Let's take a look at the index. Will risk be on for the day? Will we search for new opportunities? SPY. End of the day, 0.51% up. QQQQ, QQQ. End of the day, 0.44% up. And then let's look at the mid caps, small red day. Same deal with the small cap, small red day. And then the VIX is hanging low as well. Because of this, risk is absolutely on. And let me just say, I usually start my newsletters with a piece of news. If I don't start it with a piece of news, that means all the news stories that are out is just noise, meant to confuse you. There's a huge difference between noise and signal. We look for signals. We look for reasons to buy or sell. Everything else is noise and will chop you up. A whole bunch of noise in here. Back here was a signal, you know. So we just have to move forward, do our best to decide what's noise and what's signal. All right. So those are the indexes. Risk is absolutely on. Let's look at some sectors and themes. So the consumer staples is part of the consumer theme right now because of midterm elections. Trump wants the Congress to be Republican, and more than he wants the Congress to side with him. So he's going to do everything he can to increase the chance of consumers voting for him. And let's look here. Since January 7th, the consumer staples select sector ETF is up almost 10%. Almost, we'll say is up 8.5% actually. But if we zoom way out, look how long this base is. This base is 519 days, over a year long. So if we break out of here, a whole lot of consumer stocks should be benefiting, especially if it's before the midterms. Alrighty. XLK technology looks a lot similar to the NASDAQ. Right now, JETS has been consolidating for just around 41 days. Once it breaks to 29.23, I think a lot of airlines will be in play. Alrighty, let's look at my positions. I'm in BE. I got in at 95.56. IREN, my entry is 46.78. KTOS, got in at 85.98. PL, I got in at 20.87. UUUU, I got in at 17.45. And all of those names I just listed, I sold 33%, and my stop loss is at break even now. There's at my entry. Then I entered these yesterday. CSIQ follows the solar theme. SHLS also follows the solar theme. This setup reminded me of NXT. That setup reminded me of this setup right here. So this is NXT, and this is SHLS. Looks kind of similar in my book. And then these are some names I'm looking for today. I'll give them to you guys. Above 188 cents for NBIS, I would be a buyer. And then above the high of yesterday, which is 27.14, I would be a buyer. Remember, this is not financial or investment advice at all. Thank you guys for watching. That's my morning minute of the day. Stay safe out there.